Hi everyone, hey, it's Diane. It's May 3rd and we're just going to do, I've been dividing some of my perennials. This is the Coreopsis Moonbeam. And I already took some off of here. All I needed to do is get in here with a shovel and dig up a little bit like this. And then I'm going to take and divide them and put them in some pots or move them around here in my landscapes. So it's very simple to do, just like so. I'll put that back in there because I already done that. And once I dug today, the chickens just came running, the worms and stuff. So I'll take you inside the greenhouse now. I will show you how much that I dug up today that we're going to be transplanting into pots. So I'm in my little greenhouse and there is my Moonbeam Coreopsis Perennial. It's raining out right now, so I'm glad I done it. I like to dig up some things and put them in the greenhouse for rainy days, windy days, and such. So it gives me something to do, you know, when I don't want to be outside. So I'm just going to show you how I do this, how I divide these. They're a little bit trickier to divide, especially if they get a little bigger, just by the way they grow. I'm just going to kind of show you what I do. And I'm going to be putting them in some 4-inch pots. Okay. Got a lot of help here. I got my chickens, I got my ducks. I don't know if you can hear them, but here's one here. I kind of try to like to get a little bit of the mud off. There's be some worms in there, and I'll throw this dirt out into my pile. But these are, just by the way they grow, it's just a little bit hard to divide sometimes. We'll get a couple pots ready here. I don't put a whole lot in because I like to, there's going to be a lot of root mass here. But if I have to, I will take a knife and cut them. Now this one's way too big to put in a 4-inch pot because they multiply. I just kind of twist them and pull them apart. It usually works. Sometimes it doesn't. But there you go. See that, how they grow? It's a little bit trickier to do. And I might have to do some trimming there. I just take and put a little bit of fertilizer in there, slow release fertilizer for the perennials because they need it. They do a lot better if you fertilize them. And then I just firm some soil over, pack it in just a little bit, and there it is. Now it's going to look a lot better here. Give it a week or so. And if I have to, I do take and trim some of this stuff off here if there's some roots sticking up in the air. So, but that's just a little one there. It's a little Moonbeam Coreopsis. But again, this is a peat and perlite, and it's always the soil that I use, and that's always the soil that's done well for me. There you go. There's a transplant. They're not the greatest looking. I want to show you some of these clumps that I got to divide here. Look at these. So some of these that I might just take a big clump and make some more areas of them out there because they do really good here and they like the heat and the sun. But as you can see how they grow here, it makes it just a little difficult to transplant, but I do manage. So what I do here now is I'll go in here and see how they're put together and see if I can pull it apart. There we go. And there's a nice little one right there. Look at that. It's nice. So we'll go ahead and get all the roots to the bottom here and put it in a 4-inch pot. That's pretty much it. It's simple. It takes a little time and they don't look real pretty at first, but they will, and they will straighten up. They usually do. And once these start growing, if they get kind of leggy, if they get a little leggy, I just take and trim the tops down, and then they come in nice and full. And then, you know, it makes them look a lot better. So I got 3 transplants right there. Okay, we got 15 pots. We'll water them in now, and it'll take a little adjustment for these, but they'll be good in, say, maybe, I'll give them probably a month in these pots to get settled in. Maybe less. We'll see how they do. And like I said, I'll be trimming some of them tops off. Let's see how they come in and how they root in and stuff, and they'll be fine. I've done this many times and it always seems to work out. I want to give you an update on the Coreopsis. When I transplanted some of these, or let's see, it was May 3rd, today's May 15th, and they're coming along. I already trimmed the tops off a little bit, because once in a while we get a couple of them shoots come up a lot bigger than the rest, so I just trim it off to get the rest of the plant to fill in, and it works very well. So they're coming along and they're doing good. Just wanted to give you that update just to let you know that they did survive.